Okay, top fan John Frost, winter's coming, um, wants to know what do you think California's communists' reaction would be to a centralized, federalized regarding Calexit, California leaving the Union? What do you think California's communists' reaction would be to a centralized federal government coming in to squelch the notion of a Californian attempt to secede from the Union? Would they feel betrayed by the power of big government that they hope to gain? Um, Look, here's one thing I'm certain of. I discussed this before. There's one thing I am certain of. If California votes itself out of the Union, we will not see we will not see U.S. Army tanks bursting into Santa Monica, and we will not see U.S. Air Force jets launching airstrikes against Santa Barbara in order to keep them in the Union. That kind of thing is inconceivable today. Short of an all out nuclear war or something of that nature, those kind of casualties, I'm talking about fighting to keep California in the Union the same way that they fought to keep the Union together in the Civil War. I cannot imagine it. I simply cannot imagine it. Um, and so, if it turns out that says the left doesn't want a California exit, says Eric, but they may be right. Um, uh, First of all, it's not worth fighting for. It's the most beautiful territory I think in the world. I really do. Um, and I've been everywhere, man. Uh, but it's not worth fighting for. If you were to take all of this away, and let's say it just were to happen. Let's say that there were enough votes for California to like secede. Uh, I think the United States ought to say, okay, uh, there you go. And then I would say build a wall fast on the border with Arizona, Nevada, and Oregon. Fast. Uh, and then I would basically say, all right, you guys have fun out there. If that ever happened, I would certainly, that would cause me to, I'm not going to leave. Let me rephrase this. I already am not living in America, but if you think I'm going to get a California passport and so on, you're out of your frickin' mind. I would just cross the border and that'll be that. It seems unlikely, but in any event, if they left the Union, I think that'd be swell. I think if they left the Union, it ought to be crystal clear. Message from the president. Okay, there you go. I'd just like to make it crystal clear now, just so everybody's on the same page, that the United States Navy is no longer going to protect San Francisco, Los Angeles, San Diego, because the U.S. Navy is out of there, and so is the U.S. Air Force, so is the Army, and so are the Marines, and so is the Coast Guard. Um, California can defend itself, and if it wants to be an open country and have no borders, they're going to get a chance to experience that. And if the United States were to pull away from, if California pulled out of the United States and it became clear that California was its own country, you would see freighters filled with people coming to California, and that would be the end of that. You know, that would be it. So I think the best case scenario is let California completely fail. It's already failing, and I'd say this is a good scenario. So it's its best case scenario. Just you know, it's already failing, so it's going to fail and collapse. I don't think it should be bailed out. I think people should be basically saying to themselves, this illusion that we've been under for the last 40, 50 years has got to be broken by pain. But in any event, if California did leave the Union, I think California would burn itself out pretty quickly, and then all of the bad people would do something else, and then we could go in there and recover this territory, which really does deserve to be part of the United States. Although I have to say, it is so comfortable here that I really think that's why California is so stupid. I've had a theory for a long time that your physical comfort, your climate comfort, is inversely proportional to your intelligence. I've never met such stupid people as I did in Santa Barbara, because they're not stupid people; they're highly intelligent people, and it takes much more work to be stupid when you're highly intelligent. Um, all right, I'm gonna do one more, and then I'm heading home with my beautiful wife who's patiently waiting there on the couch in the dark, waving to you guys indirectly. They don't believe me. Here, just see for yourself. You can basically make out her ghost-like form in back of that shiny ladder. Either that, or I've managed to put up my artificial Natasha doll that I put full size. I put in the front seat of my car so I can drive in the carpool lane.